Hello everyone! My today's clients like black, they like mixology, and they like pink. And they want an entire level renovation, so they want me to change all these rooms and hallway for them to something more suited to their style. So I thought let's stick with their style, so they actually like it, and start in this room. This room I decided I'm going to turn it into the mixology room, because if they like mixology, they may as well have a mixology room where they can have a drink, make drinks, and all them sorts of things. So, yeah, I deleted that window by mistake. But yeah, I started with this room. And what I decided to start with was actually the walls. I thought that if I started with like the bubble themed wallpaper and pull it a little bit forward and not just put it on that back wall, it makes some depth to that feature wall that I want. Just add in like an inny bit like that, and then a paler colour on the outside. I went for white. I can't get much paler than that really, just to make that room stand out, to be honest. Anyways, I decided to start with this pink mixology table because it's pink, it's black, and it's mixology, which is all three of the things in one that the Sims actually like. These flowers are lovely. I thought one at each side would look really cute, but I had to size them up because look how tiny they are. For some reason my brain told me that if I copy and pasted it, it would have pasted the size that the other one was as well, but it didn't. That annoyed me ever so slightly. But whatever, I just sized it up and put it where it was going. Fidgeted with it a little bit, just get the right handle, because I didn't want it to quite look exactly like the other side. I like to get a bit of variety when I'm building things. Make it aesthetically pleasing. You can go to the stools. These inflatable chairs I actually got from completing one of the Sims challenge things. The time traveler one. I'm really glad I got them. I really like inflatable stuff. I didn't like them balloons though, ironically enough. So I changed them out for this lamp. There. I just thought that just somehow looked a bit better. The balloons were a bit too much. Can't have a bar without beer. I would have liked some neon lights, like a big neon, one big one, but it wouldn't let me size up the neon lights. So I went for 3 of these little ones. And they look pretty. Then I moved on to this bathroom, and I thought, well, I've got rid of a bedroom, so I need another bedroom. So I thought I'd make a smaller bedroom and put it in here for whoever's now missing a bedroom. But I'm sure they'll be happier with the mixology bar, you know. So I just delete everything. I always try and delete everything as much as I can see them. Sparkly pink wallpaper, because, you know, the Sims that are in this household remind me a little bit of Barbies, like Barbie and Ken, just in the way they dress in. So I thought I'd try and make it like all nice and Barbie-ish, I guess, like all pink and stuff. And seeing as they like pink as well, that sort of helped. I forgot to delete that light, but that's okay. Deleted it now. Sometimes I forget to delete something. Really got a thing at the minute for hanging clothes on clothes hanging racks in bedrooms in The Sims. I don't know why I suddenly have this. Maybe it just looks more real for me. I'm not sure. But yeah. Put a nice rug in. You gotta have a rug under a bed. Every time. Every time a rug under a bed. Yes. I really like these sort of half curtains. They've got a few different versions of them. I actually really like them. I use them quite a lot. This was more of a like gothic bedroom, and I wanted to sort of stick with this sort of darker style because whoever's bedroom this is must have sort of liked to have this sort of thing. Obviously change the colours, move it around a little bit. There goes the light, deleted everything. I wanted to stick with all the pink as well. Decided to start with the walls like I usually do. Took me a while to work out where I wanted to start though. I went for this like darker wall. Somehow for me that reminded me of the previous room. And I kind of like this wallpaper myself anyways. It's quite nice. And it's black, so they're going to like it. Added this lovely pink bed. Now the idea here was to build an over the bed cabinet. Because, I don't know, at the time I felt creative, and at the moment I really would like an over the bed cabinet myself. Because somehow I see it as space saving, even though they're usually quite big, but they're usually flat against the wall. Here I go again with these hanging clothing cabinet bits at the side. I really like this way that you can sort of build your own furniture with the build pieces. Like all these pieces at the bottom here, you can kind of build with them and build your own things, and that's always inspiring. And there's quite a few different colour options as well that you can use. I've obviously gone for black because of the client want, but there's lots of colours you can pick from, which is nice. Bedside drawers, yeah, it's kind of nice. Yeah, and I sort of like how this turned out in the end. Like, there's the clothes going. Little reading lights. Yeah, really pretty little lamps. I actually decided amongst quite a few different lamps until I picked the ones I've picked. These curtains were very frustrating because they kept snapping to the window and I didn't want them to, and I had to fidget with them for a while. Well, this one's doing it. Can you see? Just snapping to the window repeatedly. So when play the household, you can put things in all this furniture and all whatever they collect and stuff. I wish that when you sized up the rugs, though, that the rugs did like they got this size, and then when you size it up one, it goes really big. I wish there was one just in between that. But either way, you can do this sort of double rug business. That kind of it's alright, I guess. If you, I mean, the line down the centre annoyed me slightly, but it doesn't matter really. I had to think of something else to put in this room other than just the standard things we usually have in bedrooms. So I went for this little TV and sofa setup. Stuck with that pink and black theme. And then I put a little office desk actually at the back. Yeah. I deleted that door to fit my chair in. Yeah. And I put these little trinketly bits around. I don't know, it just sort of filled that corner up quite nicely. I've noticed how long it actually takes me to place items. Like, I need to know what I'm doing sometimes. Like, I suppose I'm putting care into it, so yeah. I didn't really know what to do with these back walls. I just put some pictures on here. Does it look nice? Purple saxophone players and trumpets. You can get really big versions of them pictures as well without having to size it up. You just generally do bigger versions of them. Again, this tuffy is something that took me a while to find. Just looking for something that fits in the room. Put some shoes by the door. Yeah. I think this is like my favourite room, to be honest. Then I moved on to this one. This is pink coloured. But I sort of wanted to keep this room quite bright. But I just needed to mix it around a little bit, make it look all pretty. Kind of like how it was before. Yeah. Just delete all the things like we usually do. Notice board, laundry basket. Poof, gone. I thought these lights were cute, so I added them. We've got to have some prettiness in this room somehow. Just keep that pretty going. It makes it really nice and bright in there. And then I went for a paler coloured wall because there's something about decorating a house. Sometimes, like, it just generally looks better when you lighten up the room compared to if you were to darken the room. Though the last room I did, I darkened the room and it still looked right. But I think that's because of like the way I did it and the style of room I was going for. I thought that bed was all like princesses, got lots of pillars on it. Lovely little sort of nice bed. Two little coffee tables at the side. I didn't bother building a bedhead thing on this one. Just thought it just looks nice. Put some curtains around it. Yeah, stick with simple. Went with 3 types of curtains. I discovered though that actually I was a bit out of wad with the bed. I needed to move it along because look, it's just sort of to the left, which is, yeah, a bit annoying. I just moved it like that. Move it to the left. I don't know when I actually moved the bed to the left though, but you can actually see what that it's just in the wrong place on here. This office desk I've put there look nice though. Let's get a little notice board above it, and I put some like cute decorations around, like flowers and stuff, because yeah, make it all like nice and sort of keep that Barbie-ish style. Like I say, the Sims that live here remind me of Barbies, just a little bit. You'll see what I mean later when you see them looking around the house. Like it's just the style of them. I might have skipped part of the video somehow. I don't know how. Whether I actually added not a yoga mat, a meditation mat to the floor here, and I also added a dressing table to the other side. Just there, can you see it? But I just got them from the normal, like the yoga one was from activities, and then the dressing table was from dresses. Yeah, and that was that one. I wanted to do something with this balcony, but for some reason decided not to go with the gothic indoor theme that is in the bedroom that's attached to the balcony, and I don't know why I didn't do that. I just wanted sort of a nice pink sort of chair, pink outsidey, cute little chimes. Maybe there's two sides to whoever lives in that room. Maybe I have a dark side and an inside, a bright side. I moved on to this bathroom / laundry room. I had some interesting ideas about it, and again, for some reason, I decided to go with a darker and more vibrant theme. And I think the reason that I was doing this is because pink and black sort of looks good if you put the pink onto the black. I don't know if I quite like black on top of pink, if that makes sense. Like, that's just my personal taste. Like, I wanted this whole room to be this colour, so I moved it to room and just clicked it. There we go, click. That's that room. And the back little laundry area was the same. Just stick with it being the same, simple then. Then it looks alright when I'm building. I moved the windows because the windows were annoying me where they were. And I don't know why. I think I just couldn't. But maybe if they're higher up, people can't like see in anyways, like when you're having a shower. So this is what I mean, like a little pinks places, put little bits of pink around into the black. That looks pretty. Pink. I thought the bath in the middle of those two countertops though just was an amazing idea. I may have forgotten when I was deleting things to check this back wall. So you see now, like there's like a nightgown and there's something above where the toilet should be. I did leave them lights in though. I moved them a little bit just so they're above the sink. And I did leave the thing behind the toilet. You see, I was considering whether I should leave that there, but I quite liked it, so I thought, well, I may as well leave it there. Now that's a nice shower. It's one of my favourite showers. Mirror above the bath. And I like these like cabinet ideas, what I used. They're quite nice. Just put them there. Candles on the side, make it romantic. But yeah, they're purple. They should have been pink, but I don't know. They looks better purple because the countertop looks a bit purpley, even though it's meant to be pink. Just in that lighting. I wanted to do some fanciness with this laundry room, but I didn't. I just sort of added a washing machine and then put something on the counter, and that was the end of it. I wanted to put the laundry basket in the same room, but there was nowhere. So I actually like that laundry basket as well, but no matter what I did with it, look at it, it just doesn't seem to work. No matter what I do, there's nothing working. So I switched to this one. Tried that in a few random places, but I ended up just putting it in the corner. It just looked best in the corner, and just that round looked a bit better than the other basket, which had a flat bit. That's one of my favourite things actually for laundry rooms. They always look really cute on the side there. Yeah. Then I decided to move on and do the hallway. The hallway was a bit of a challenge for me because I didn't quite know how to decorate it somehow. But I think what I ended up with looked alright. So I changed the walls to pink, deleted the lights, and got rid of the curtain. And then I sort of looked at it and started from there. The first thing I did was add these massive chandeliers because I really liked them. And I've been waiting for an opportunity to use these chandeliers as well. They look really nice there. Now I added that light, but I did change it later on. The rug, I tried a few rugs actually, and I ended up building my own one just out of the building pieces. But I thought it looked alright, but we can make it as long as I need it, short as I need it. And then I added that nice coffee table. I really like that coffee table actually. That photo went up. But yeah, like I said, I really didn't like this light, so I changed it to this one. And I think that this one looks better. Just like that. It just looks nicer, just in the middle, like a paler colour. And then that was it. All done. The whole level. This room just looked really sort of pale colours, really pinky, really nice, especially when I moved that bed into the middle. Looks a lot better now. This is the hallway, how the hallway ended up looking. The chandeliers that are just hanging there just look really, they sort of set it off a little bit. It's nice. Makes it bright. This is the little room. I could probably have done a bit more with this room actually. It's probably the worst room in the whole place. I'm quite happy with those neon lights, how it turned out, and that feature wall just looks really nice. But I think this wall and above the sofas just looks really plain. I'm really happy with the bathroom, how that turned out. But this is my favourite room just here. Really like what I did with this room. Like, it's this bit that I built myself. I'm so proud of it. And it was finally time to let everyone in and have a look. So I'll just show you what they all thought. But can you see what I mean? Look at their outfits. Like, they're all like proper skinny. They've got like hats on. They've got pink shorts. And that guy looks like Ken if he was about going to one of the Barbie pools. I don't know. They just really remind me of Barbies. And just their figure, like, especially her with, like, she's got ginger hair with the shorts on there. Her. Yeah, she really did remind me of a Barbie. I don't know why. Yeah, you have to like talk to each one while they're deciding whether they like the house. I was just talking to them about random things while they were looking around. They were getting some love art showing. A lot of thought processes. They were like talking to each other. He likes whatever that word he just looked at. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed building this, and you know, if you like it and you're inspired by any parts of this and you want to see more, you know, you can subscribe, like it, you know, that really helped me out. I'll definitely get more content on here. for people. Yeah. Now look, they're telling me whether they like it or not. Ask them whether they like it. There we go. Do you like it? Don't you like it? Kept getting sentiment gained. Yeah, just asking him. Just having chats about stuff. Yep, he likes it. It's good. It makes me happy that when they like it, that makes me feel like I've done a good job. Yeah. They all like it. Good. That's good. Anyways, thank you for watching. And yeah, I'll post some more content soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.